Tattoos, tattoos, tattoos! I'm here to talk to you about my tattoos. 23 tattoos in total. We're not going to go over all of them today, but I can let you know some of my favorite ones. The good, the bad, the eh. We should just start off with my first tattoo. The whole reason I ever got a tattoo was because of my first daughter, Torrance. Originally, I wanted that to be in Japanese. It was supposed to be like a Japanese banner, but they didn't have Torrance in Japanese. They only had Tori, and I don't ever want anyone to call my daughter Tori. So I just kind of did the banner, and then we did like a comic font in Torrance, and that was my first tattoo. That's where it all started. I'd say my favorite tattoo is my second daughter, Tegan, the baby blocks. I got it 9 days after she was born, and I love it. To this day, the colors just stayed, and my friend Josh Palmer did a great job on drawing it out, coming out with a clean finished product. My right arm is in all black. It's a Mike Giant theme sleeve. He's a graffiti artist from the 80s. He also did all of Think Skateboard's graphics for the 90s, through like mid 90s. Super rad dude. I love art because of him. That's when I started getting into art, when I seen some of his stuff. And so my whole sleeve is Mike Giant themed stuff from like a flash set. He does all of his work in a Sharpie, so whenever he messes up, he crumbles it up and throws it away and restarts. It's pretty neat. And I've hung out with the dude plenty of times. Super rad dude, super chill. My left arm is the arm of life. I have Torrance, I have Tegan, I have the mermaid, the modernized Starbucks siren. If you didn't notice, with the breast. It is a cover-up for the original one I had done in brown ink. It was horrible. The guy, oh man, it was so bad. I'm glad I don't have pictures. Anyways, my good buddy Josh that did the baby blocks, he drew on my arm with a Sharpie, literally, like free-handed it, and then we tattooed my arm. It was awesome. And my left leg is a heart with the hills, which most of you might think Joy Division. That's what it reminded me of. My good friend Dustin Klein over at Cadence Cycling Clothing. Also tattoos. And he did this flash set called Keep Going. It's cyclist inspired, the hills, you know, keep going, push yourself. For me, it reminded me of Joy Division. There was not a heart on the flash set. I specifically requested that because I didn't want to have the same tattoo as someone else. And since it reminds me of Joy Division, my favorite song is Love Will Tear Us Apart. And so therefore, I had the design in the shape of a heart, so I have a one-off. No one else has the heart. So I'm super thankful for that. Speaking of bands, while we're at it, my chest piece, I waited 4 years to find someone to do. I had the idea in my head. My absolute favorite band since 2000 is Interpol. I've seen them play live 4 times. I love Paul Banks' voice. You know, they're obviously inspired by Joy Division, New Order, all those great bands. But Interpol just by far is just my favorite band. And so my chest, Take You on a Cruise, is track 4 on the Interpol Antics album from 2004. My chest has the gentleman in the suit staring off into sea, with his head being a broken pocket watch. The first verses of the song are, I'm timeless like a broken watch, I make money like Fred Astaire. So, you know, he's just kind of staring timeless off into the sea, and he's dressed nicely. Fred Astaire is always dressed nice in a like fitted suit. And so finally, my buddy Josh Palmer that did the baby blocks also did my chest. He came out with a great product. I loved it. It took us 7.5 hours to do 4 sessions, the last one not being 2 hours. And it's super rad. Along the band theme, My Stomach, another favorite song from Interpol. This one's pretty in-depth. Stella was a diver, it says. there is a girl in a dress, and she's in a scuba mask, and she's reaching for this treasure chest full of drugs. And there's a guy in an antique diving suit kind of coming from a door with light shining through, and he's kind of reaching out to her, saving her from committing suicide. And in the music video, the guy is supposed to go on the date with this girl, and she's super depressed for the whole video, and she's just staring at the mirror, and she's just super depressed. She's taking antidepressants and a bunch of pills, and she's like filling up the bathtub. And meanwhile, like, this guy's like all like kind of just like strutting about, going to her house to pick her up for the date. And she gets into the bathtub and tries to drown herself, and when he gets to the house, the door's kind of cracking, like just knocking, nobody's answering, and it kind of like pushes open, and he goes in and he ends up pulling her out of the bathtub, saving her, and the video's over. So it was just a really unique video, and it was taken down. I can't find it anywhere online. I've looked, searched everywhere, and so I'm working on that piece, and I hope to have it done this year. It's been a few years since I worked a session on it due to money, cycling. So I really want to do it this year. I reached out to the artist Joshua Green, and he and I are trying to schedule an appointment to finish that one up, because it's very important that I finish that. It's a very important tattoo to me. My feet. Dying to live, die trying. Most of you don't know, I've been skateboarding since 1999. I used to be sponsored. I used to skate like more than I cycle now. I skated all the time, filming trips, everything. First one out of the car, first one to fall. Just murdered myself until I got the trick. Always the last one back to the car. Just always just slamming all over. And it's just something that really stuck with me when I was younger. Dying to live, die trying. Like, I'm doing everything I can to live. I had struggled my whole life. You know, I had a really bad childhood. We'll talk about that in a different video. And so I got that on my feet. On my right leg, my best friend drew the koi fish. We were supposed to get matching tattoos, same spot, same size. And the artist just happened to mess up the whiskers on the fish. And he was really upset about that, so he decided not to get it. To this day, does not have a tattoo. He won't get one. So I have it on my leg, but I'm still proud because it makes me remember great friendship. And even though he's in LA and I'm in Sacramento, we're still brothers, and I'll never forget a friend like that. Yeah, not many tattoos. Pretty simple video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna hit the hay. Got a 15-hour day tomorrow. So I'll see you guys over the weekend. Hope I can do that unboxing video before the racing starts this weekend. Have a good night.